afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another AIME video series of Grow and Get It. I'm Tom Allis, President of Growth with AIME. I got my guy, Jay Bunty, CEO of Long Gray Lending Team, based out of Texas. Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah, Jay Bunty, great originator, good man as well, fellow veteran. Jay and I've had the honor of serving on a couple of masterminds together and working on some different things. And as we've always shown on these episodes, Jay's doing something really unique. And I appreciate you, Jay, for taking the time to share that with us. For me, I remember I mentioned something to you about, hey, I'm going to do this, which is a social activity. And the reason I do this is the more spheres you have, the more business you get. Jay, respectfully as he did, he said, that's great, Tom. I'm doing the same thing, but in a little different way, right? And the one thing that Jay's done that he's going to tell us about, he has created a community Facebook group, right, in the town that he lives in. And tell us a little bit about that, Jay. Introduce yourself and let us know what you're doing to help brokers go out and grow and get it.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Tommy. You already said most of everything. I will pull my shirt up and just say, beat Navy, go Army. Sorry, got to throw that out there. Where's Major? That was for Major. But you're exactly right. So this was 2 years ago. Yeah, in 2020, right when COVID was happening. At that time, Nextdoor was kind of popular, and maybe it still is. So this is not a dig at Nextdoor, and it's great. It was resourceful, and people could go on there and find whatever they're trying to find. But with that came a lot of this, right? Politics, religion, a bunch of lightning rod topics that would always derail the conversation. And so that's when I decided just to create a private Facebook group based on being in the community and helping people out, but having pretty hard rules of, hey, all the stuff that just ends up into a debate on social media, we're leaving all that out, right? We're truly going to focus on helping people and helping small businesses. And I think people have really appreciated that. And it's just kind of grown and grown and grown.
So let's talk about that a little. When you talk about creating, so you're creating a community as in the community you live in, or a community that, we know you served in the military, I believe West Point military graduate. So I know you have that community, but you're talking about in your local community that you live in, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. So I live in Keller, Texas, which is right outside Fort Worth, kind of South Lake area. And so we literally called it that. I called it the Keller, Texas Neighborly Group. I mean, that's the name of the group. And so that's what we're trying to focus on, is just helping one another, providing, hey, I'm moving to the area. Where's a good doctor, handyman, whatever the question is. So that's primarily the topics, but then also small businesses can come in and we allow them on a certain day to promote themselves. So I limited it to 1 day a week because I didn't want it to just be a free for all and getting spammed. And then every Friday we do a different Friday feature where we pick a random business in the community and just try to drive traffic there and revenue. And it's been really, really good.
So smart. Tell me about, so when you started this, you created the Facebook group. How many members or how many people do you have that are a part of that group now, roughly?
Well, it's so on the admin side, it's I'm the admin, and then I have two moderators, two friends and stay-at-home moms that really help out a lot. But the group has grown to I think almost 15,000 people in the group now.
Wow. So you have 15,000 community members that you're not only spotlighting what you do just by either when someone has a financing question, answering or giving information on that, but you're also helping even promote other businesses, correct? That really don't have anything to even do with mortgage, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And there's other loan officers probably that are part of Brokers Are Better that are in the group. And so I really find that if you just focus on value, and you and I have talked about this before, and don't not be so salesy, but just truly try to help, right? Figure out the problems, figure out how to provide value. The business naturally starts coming to you anyways. And so I mean, people know that I'm a mortgage guy, right? But I don't lead with that. I lead with just trying to help out the community. And so the referrals and the businesses, come from it because I've become really good friends with realtors. I don't know how many realtors are in this group, but there's a lot, right? And there's CPAs, there's financial advisors, there's just all types of people in the group.
That's amazing. Have you done any outside community events with this as well?
We have, and well, we're taking it formally to the next step. And so we've done a few events and they've been good and, kind of like fundraising charity drives. But now out of the group, we're formalizing it, and we just launched a 501c3 nonprofit, and it's literally called the Keller Neighborly, nonprofit. And so we're going to be focusing on youth in the Keller area, poverty, education, disabilities, anything that's in the youth space. We're going to be helping fundraise and do local events.
Man, that's amazing. So, for me, I'm a big BNI guy, right? I've been a BNI for many years, and we got about 20 people in our group, but it's always productive, right? It's a great way to even tell new originators or brokers that are looking to expand their business. You got to put yourself in these spheres. So, for you, who I think you told me, I'm a little bit more of an introvert. I don't really necessarily always want to. You got the perfect model. I think you work from home. You incorporate a lot of video into what you do. But you've taken this, built a community instead of, for me, I've got 20 people in my BNI group. You've got 15,000 people that you're able to, they're looking at it for neighborhood updates. Like you said, it's a mixture of next door along with business marketing and good referral source. So, what would you say on average? How many leads or referrals are you getting from this group on a monthly basis?
A decent amount. I haven't sat there and actually looked at the numbers, but I would say it's at least 5 or 10 people that have reached out. Now, whether they actually turn into loan applications, probably not, but maybe down the road, they might not be ready at that time. But like, in a lot of it, it's just basic questions that you and I kind of take for granted since we do this day in and day out, and especially on the VA. I'm very heavy in the VA space, and so there's a lot of communication out there. There's a lot of misinformation out there, and a lot of times it's on the realtor side. So you're just trying to educate realtors. Like, case in point, they had no idea that excess seller concessions can be go towards paying off debt. Right, so that
Yep,
is
for
huge.
VA loan, right?
For VA only, yeah,
Yeah,
VA only. It's the only loan program that I'm aware of that you can actually pay off a credit card or auto loan with excess
same.
seller. And so if somebody's DTI is like right on the border and now they qualify, I mean, you look like a hero because you knew that. And just so I'm educating a lot of realtors in the group, and so naturally they start referring people your way. And another thing that I just did, and I think I'm going to do it more. Like I said, I try not to lead too much with just promoting myself because I truly want it to be about the group. But the other day we did a spotlight a business to where I think I bought like $200 in gift cards there, right? And so the thing was, hey, you got to go like my business page on Facebook, you got to go like their business page on Facebook, and tag and make a comment or something like that, and the winner gets the gift cards. And so it's win-win when you think about it, because you're actually giving away gift cards to the community, but you're also driving traffic to, in this case, we picked a barbecue restaurant. You're driving traffic to that barbecue restaurant and helping their social engagement online. You're of course helping your social engagement with more awareness about it. So it's just like it's a win-win.
Man, so smart, Jay. I really appreciate you. I know I consider you a friend. You always, you and I talk to each other probably every week, at least bouncing ideas off
Yeah.
each other. To me, we're going to be less than 10 minutes here. And the truth is, as a broker, as an originator, if you're trying to grow your business, we're giving our originators something new every week for them to go out and grow and get it. I couldn't think of anybody better to have than you in sharing this. I really appreciate it. Start, even like you said, you can start in whatever neighborhood you live in and create that Facebook group page. Provide value, bring in other businesses. It really is another, just in my opinion, it's a genius idea that just takes a little bit of work behind it for execution. And you've been doing that. So, Jay, thank you again, my friend. We're really blessed to have you in the broker channel, not only being an advocate for brokers, but for veterans as well. You do an amazing job. Really thankful to have you on here. You can join us every week on Monday. We'll have these series airing live on our Brokers Are Better page at 12 p.m. Eastern, 11 a.m. Central. Or you can check us out on our YouTube page at AIME National. We'll look forward to seeing everybody next week. Hope you have a great day. Thanks again, Jay.
Thanks, Tom.